What's happening, guys? I am BHL Gaming here to give you a little synopsis of what my experience was with Dying Light. The background is a PS4 gameplay of the game, and I'm just gonna run through some quick points. I'm not gonna try and to spoil some of the story modes or anything like that, so I'll try and make it vague. But I will definitely get into specific points. For example, like the controls are different than your average controls, such as, you know, X on the PlayStation or A on the Xbox usually indicates a jumping motion, so I had to get over that and start actually using, you know, R1 on the PlayStation to actually jump and whatnot. So once you get over like those sort of controls and get really comfortable with everything, the actual gameplay itself, the difficulty was harder than what I expected. I did not expect the gameplay to be such a task to go through. For example, you have weapons that you are allowed to use on these zombies to attack them, or whether or not the actual missions and everything is not so bad. But when you come to the actual combat, I wish that it was a little bit easier to actually kill the zombies, or, you know, behead them, because I'm there in the beginning, you know, taking a full health 100% health pipe, and I'm trying to knock these zombies into the heads, and, you know, they're not falling down or, you know, being beheaded. And even when they're on the floor, I'm stomping on them and the heads are just not coming off. So I wish that that was tweaked a little bit. Once you get to the assault rifles, then I guess you can go through a little bit easier, but I wish that that experience was a little bit favor for the gamer. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? But once you start going into the missions, especially during the nighttime, you know, you can skip it at sometimes, you know, go to your bed, save it, and then you can go to daytime. But the nighttime is definitely something that got my blood rushing. It was really intense. You get these freaking super zombies coming at you, and there's really no confronting them. You have to use your running skills and make sure you know them well, because I know that I was frustrated at some point. I just couldn't escape them, and I had like very low health, so it was really hard, especially if you're at 2 a.m. in the morning. You know, you got the headphones in, volume high, you're all alone. It really gets your blood pumping as if like you're actually there, and it's like as if for the first time in a really long time I was actually had my, let's say, felt like I had a shot of epinephrine. And I'm not usually a guy who gets afraid of this stuff. I go to the movies, watch scary movies and all that, and just never had this intense of a feeling during the nighttime. So the storyline is, I guess, to just give a summary, is that you're a guy who is dropped into a zone to go and find a cure. You try and be undercover so you are not burned or noticed by anyone, so to let's say, what's the word, to like kind of put yourself at risk to be discovered and then, you know, extorted out. But you're trying to find a cure for this zombie outbreak, and then you're trying to infiltrate these places, find the best way to, you know, surface this cure. And, you know, once you actually find it and bring it to the doctor who can, you know, duplicate this cure, the game finishes. It was a good gameplay. Wasn't too long, wasn't too short, and, you know, on a scale of 1 to 5 overall, this game, I would rank it probably somewhere around to a 4.2, 4.3. What knocked the points down was basically that interface with you and the zombies during combat. I wish it was, you know, a little bit more fun, a little bit more gruesome, a little bit, and not take as much effort to behead some zombies. You know, what really could have happened if you really want to make it more difficult was, yeah, you can kill the zombies easily individually, but in hordes, obviously it's harder to kill them. So maybe that's what could have made you want to run away, instead of, you know, having 3 zombies and taking 5 minutes just to behead one. So what are your experiences with the games, guys? If you have played it, if you did not, did this kind of overview and visual kind of help you want to play the game, or did not want to play the game? Let me know in the comment section below and share your opinions.